All right, hey y'all, happy Monday. We are gonna just do some videos like this to help you feel like you would normally feel here in the gym when we're talking you through a workout. I just think it helps you understand it maybe a little bit better than if you're just reading it on paper. So that being said, your workouts will be posted on Zen Planner at, I think they go on at like 1 a.m. Every morning. So by the time you wake up, you should be able to check and see the workout of the day. And it will have the explanation of everything, but hopefully between that and this video, you can make sense of what some of the movements are or be reminded if you need to. Okay, so don't panic if you can't read this well, because it will be in writing on Zen Planner. Zen Planner is also where you will go to log your scores. So we won't have a whiteboard every day, so only the people who log on Zen Planner will be reflected on the leaderboard, but that would get us in a really good habit of actually logging our scores in Zen Planner, because it will show the virtual leaderboard, and not that we care about the order or anything, but it'll take the place of our whiteboard for the next however long. All right, so now that you've been able to warm up, if you came back and did some stretching and mobility, that's great. We're gonna go into our skill work. If you haven't had a chance yet, go watch the other video on our YouTube channel, and Marcus did a great video on the Bergner warm-up for us. So you would need that today. If you're not just really good at Bergner, if you don't remember the order of it, you could practice that a few times. Because in this emotum, it's a 5-minute, every minute on the minute. We would want you to do the full Bergner warm-up plus 3 slow pass-throughs. So being that you need to fit it all in a minute, you probably only do each piece of the Bergner once. So it would look like this. Remember, it's hip close, hip open. Then you would add the shoulders, add shoulders and elbows. Turn it overhead. Then Marcus showed you the overhead squat variation of it. I would show you maybe the behind the neck and punch, practicing the footing. Then you could bring it all the way back down, either to the hang or to the full squat snatch position, and do one all the way through. Okay, so that's the Bergner. So then after that, you would stay there and do 3 slow pass-throughs, and then the next minute start all of that over. So that would be your skill work portion. All right, so after all that, we're ready for our WOD today. So our WOD is a 30-minute emotum. So again, every minute on the minute, you will do a different movement, resting until the end of that minute and start a new movement. So in minute 1, you will do 20 seconds of max double unders, or you can do 20 seconds of double under practice. And that's what we'd rather you do today, because unless single jump ropes are new for you, then we know you can do 20 seconds of single jump rope, okay? So we'd like you to spend that 20 seconds practicing. No time like the present, right? Nobody's around to watch you whip yourself. So just go for it. Maybe do single, single, double, throw in a double. We've also showed you this drill of learning how without a rope, where you can hear the rhythm of a double under, where you jump and slap your legs. Okay, so it's a way to hear how I would pass twice before I landed, get that hang time off the ground. So that would be a great time to practice your double unders, okay? Then you'll rest to the end of the minute. Minute 2, you'll do 30 seconds of max squats. Today is programmed all body weight, okay? And you don't want to change the stimulus of this workout by just because you have a barbell trying to throw 135-pound back squats into that spot. That's just gonna make it a completely different workout. So I would say if you are wanting some strength training today, you can do that outside of the workout. Okay, so I wouldn't try to just insert it in. So let's keep this as body weight today. So you'll do 30 seconds of max squats. And just remember, our goal is to get below 90. So our chest comes up. If you need to do something to direct your chest up, hips go down and back up. Okay, so I'm not sure when people got to this point of squats or this, but arms being down leads to chest down. Okay, so I call these gorilla squats. So none of this. Do something to get your chest upright so that it stays up during the workout, okay? So 30 seconds of good max air squats. The next minute, you'll do 40 seconds of max burpees. So we know burpees, everything hits the ground, come up, jump and clap overhead, and the jump doesn't have to be high. Remember, just leaving the ground, hands touch overhead. So notice you have 40 seconds of rest during this minute, 30 seconds of rest during this minute, 20 seconds of rest during this minute. That's where you jot down your number so that you can forget it and move on. Okay, so make sure you have something nearby just to jot your number down really quick, and it turns right back over and starts again. So basically this workout is 10 rounds of these 3 movements. All right, so remember, as always, we will give you just a quick second to do the whole dramatic CrossFit collapse on the ground after your workout, but pretty quickly we'd like you to get back up on your feet and just walk, just to bring your heart rate down slowly so that we don't just lay there. So pretty quickly after you do your last set of burpees, jot that number down. You're gonna collapse, make a big show for your neighbors to see you in your driveway. And then go for a 5-minute walk for me, okay? Cool down, make sure that your heart rate comes down well. And then you're gonna go into some quality work. And so we have 10 minutes for quality. Don't cheat yourself on this quality, y'all. This stuff is good and it's necessary. And so it's not like I'm done. That was the workout, this is just optional. Do this. This is how you get better, is by tacking it on when you don't think you have any energy left, okay? So we have 30 seconds in the front plank position. Remember, that can be done on elbows and toes. That can be done on hands and toes. That can be done on elbows and knees, or hands and knees. Just whatever it is, your belly's pulled in tight. You're not making a mountain or a valley with your booty. Okay, so make sure that you have that nice plank position. If you ever need to see yourself, set up your camera, video something, just so you can check your form later on, because you may think that you're nice and tight and you may be up higher than you think, okay? Then 30 seconds to the bottom of a squat. Okay, so we just did a ton, so you should get down there and pretty much immediately start quivering because you're tired of that position. That's good. So get down to the bottom of that squat hold, and I'd like that to be an active squat, okay? So not a stretching squat, so not here where we're just hanging out and we're stretching it. Not that there's anything wrong with that kind of in warm-up time, but I want it to be an active squat, so turn those hips under, try to pull your chest up and hold a good, I could put a barbell on your back type position rather than this, okay? Then you're gonna turn into a side plank on your left side. So again, that can be elbow and outsides of your feet. That can be elbows and your knees. That can be hands and knees. It can be anything. It's just how you're using your oblique muscles to pull up into that side plank position. And so we'll do that on one side. Then you'll sit down for 30 seconds in a butterfly stretch. That's just sitting on the floor with the bottoms of your feet pressed together, trying to push your knees open in a butterfly stretch. And then you'll come back and catch the other side plank. Okay, so I'd love for you to be able to maybe fit 3 rounds of that in, at least inside of your 10 minutes. I know there's transition time in there, but if you could get 3 rounds, that would be awesome.